Happy Tuesday. It's me and you day. And guess who our card of the day is? It's the sneaky, cheating, lying, cheating, sneaky, conniving. There's a fox in the hen house. 7 of Swords, Sneaky Pete. He's a bad guy. All right. So what does that mean? You know, it means there's a porch pirate around. There's somebody looking to take advantage of somebody in your neighborhood, perhaps. It could be a scam email, clickbait in your emails. So, hi, Lisa Foster. I'm so glad to see you here. So don't click on clickbait and don't take chance. Just make sure everything's locked up. Most of the time we're safe. There's way more good people in the world than bad people, except in Congress. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. But just don't take chances. Make good choices. If you thought, I should probably lock that up, go ahead and lock it up, So just do the right thing. Always, when you go to the grocery store, put your purse in the car first before you unload your groceries. All right? Just saying. Because that's a favorite thing for people down here. They like to just ride by and snatch purses right out of the car. Oh, all right, Sneaky Pete. Now, what's the positive aspect of this card? If we could take this in a positive way, then it would mean you might have to use some strategic thinking, some strategery to outsmart your opponent, or you may need to ghost someone or an event altogether today in order to avoid conflict. So good or bad, there he is. He's the artful dodger, ever crafty, Sneaky Pete. Okay. Well, it's the balance in the world. You gotta have a bad egg. You gotta have a bad apple somewhere. Okay. I wanted to announce again. That was our card of the day. I wanted to announce June 10th, last Tarot class for the year 2026. You will not find it on my website. You need to email me, please, if you would like to register. Email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. There are many protests this Saturday, I hope, that for Ice Out. So I hope many of you can protest. And, oops, I forgot to turn off my phone. Just wow. Ali Velshi wrote a new book. It's called Small Acts of Courage. And he talks about, if you can't protest, drive by and honk your horn in order to support the protesters, make sandwiches or buy water and drop water off at the corner where they are, or make a sign. If you're crafty and artsy, make a good sign for someone, because Lord knows I always go without a sign. Someone always gives me one. I'm real good at vision boards, but I never get the sign made. I don't know what that is about. I just don't know what to do. Someone always gives me a sign them. So I'm very grateful for that. So please don't think they're not needed. All right. I've heard people saying, we're headed to a recession. Now, I haven't seen that. So I want to take a look at it. Let's just take a look. Maybe we jumped a timeline or something. Mystery Achievers always tell me, if we jumped a timeline, I don't know. I don't even know what timeline we're on. Oh, man. I'm certain of one thing. The scientists that have been hidden or unalive knew something really big. And they either knew something about space or defense. I asked about that before. Something about defense, or, maybe it's aliens, or maybe it's maybe it's just got to be something that they don't want us to know. Okay. Terrible storms yesterday. I don't know if there's going to be storms today. Please be weather aware. I fully support Ryan Hall. Y'all upload his weather awareness app. He sends you alerts through your phone, so it goes off. Just, leave your phone on like I did. All right, let's take a look and see. Oops. Wow. Okay. So we need to balance everything. So the Temperance card came flying out. We need to balance everything. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. My favorite astrologer, Rick Levine, called tomorrow, April 29th, a Tower Day. Now, he very seldom refers to tarot cards. He does like tarot cards, and he supports other tarot readers. But I just thought it was odd that he called it a Tower Day. And he said, in reference to that, I mean, I'm referencing the Tower card. So, and then I heard a couple of other astrologers, and I thought, okay, so let's just take a look at this. So, and I like to watch it. You know, there are a couple of other readers that I like to watch. So I was planting bromeliads this morning because I had to go buy some more. Because, you know, I didn't have enough to do. Oh, I'm squirreling all over the place. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Barbara K, thank you for sending me something from my Amazon wish list. Thank you. One of the plants got me. Okay, now I'm ready. So first, let's take a look at the economy from now through the end of summer. Now, Johnny and I looked at that in our video. If you didn't watch it, first of all, he's wearing a suit, so it's, you know, worth a look because, you know, he looks extra dapper, extra handsome. Okay. So go, and that video is time stamped. Let's look at for you and I, our light worker family. Please like, subscribe, help other people find us, please, so they don't feel alone. That's what many people have told us. When they found us, they were so relieved. All right. What is the economic outlook for us beautiful, above average people that have birthdays every day? You know, because we're extra special. Oops, got a drink. Oh, square peg. All right. Economic outlook. Economy for you and I through the end of summer. Let's just look through the end of summer in the United States. Okay, and Rose Blue is saying apparently the tornado stuff is acting up in Texas already, so please be careful. Okay, I made a post on the community post on my page yesterday. All eyes on Russia. So we have to look to see what Putin is doing, but he's making a move of something. He's affecting everything that we're doing. The roots from his evil reach so far, they're endless. And his meeting with Iran is part of it. You know, in your face to Trump. And did you notice King Charles didn't get a red carpet like the Pood did? Now, if we're looking at all the way through August, it means there could be some areas where it's tough. Well, it's already tough. It's already tough right now. Oh, thank you. Happy new member for our psychic development classes. If you want to be a part of our class, please email me the Way of Positive Change with your email. Okay, because I have to be able to send you a Zoom. Otherwise, you can just watch the past classes that we've done. You're welcome to do either or. There may be a time here where people are not buying as much, or maybe supplies come through more slowly. No, there's Sneaky Pete. Oh, look, he's next to his best friend, the pop-up magician. So I'm going to take this as, you know, an issue with other places in the world. You know, there could be, you a lot of our cat food and stuff like that comes from China. So you may want to pick up some extra cat food, and don't forget they even, they have them in the big box stores. Don't forget to go to Aldi's, so just shop all around and look for coupons and share your coupons with others if you can. Okay, King Charles is speaking. I wonder what he really thinks of Trump, but we already know that because Trump isn't polished. Okay. You could polish a turd, but he's not even a polished turd. Ooh, gross. Okay, sorry. Hope you weren't eating lunch. All right. I mean, we're still getting everything that we want. We're still purchasing, but it looks like maybe prices, there could be sneakiness in prices. There could be some price gouging. Let me just look to see. Will you and I, will all of you and I be able to buy the things that we need at the store, and get what we need? Are we getting everything that we want, or are we sinking financially? Are we okay and getting all our needs, the things that we need? I can't talk today. I didn't sleep last night very well. Will we be able to fulfill our needs economically, or will we feel like we can't get what we want? Please show us what happens economically from now through summer. Oops. 3 swords tried to come out. So I do think that because the 3 of swords came out, it's betrayal, A. So somebody's hurting us on purpose. And why? Why is that? We might be able to figure that out. All right. So, of course, it's the ultimate Scrooge card. So somebody's playing with the market. Somebody's pumping and dumping. Of course, that doesn't have to do with our daily economical needs, but it just shows that some of the misers are controlling things, of course. All right. There might not be as many gatherings. This also lets me know that maybe there could be a problem with beverages like champagnes, certain wines, alcohol, because these girls, they're drinking. They're having their margaritas, their midnight margaritas. Practical Magic's coming out. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you haven't seen the first Practical Magic, you got to go back and see the first. It's a cult classic. Okay. And I think The Devil Wear Prada 2 comes out next week. All right. I need to sit down and watch a couple of good movies. I need to make time. All right. It looks like we're getting, some countries won't, like Canada and stuff. So there's some problems with things. Maybe there won't be as many gatherings or parties, but it looks like we still get what we want. People are still ordering things online. That's my internet card. All right. And then we have a problem. So now, so I am going to ask, many of you asked about jet fuel and international travel. And so this could be unions with our besties. So maybe we can't travel. So let me see. Yeah, because there's families. Okay. And then we have a tower. So we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. All right. Now, why is that? Money, work. Okay, so there may be some layoffs over the summer. I know Beta is laying off people. There's a couple of other companies laying off people. To find work. Oh boy. Okay. So there's going to be some problems. So we help each other. This could be a blow up between ourselves and one of our allies. let me see if I can figure this out. And there's our tower. Are we able to buy what we need? Okay. Let me see if it's purchase. Is it purchasing problems? And then I'll ask if it's flight or getaway problems, travel. Okay. First, we're asking, is it money purchase problems? We didn't get a tower in the first part. We did get a Ten of Swords. So there will be a problem by the time of the end of August somewhere. But let's figure it out where it is. Is it purchase? Things that come from overseas. Because in its original, when the tarot first came out, these were messages from overseas. This is people not working together. That could be the Strait of Hormuz. It could be one of our allies. Purchase things is maybe, I'm going to say shipping, trucking, shipping problems, more issues that could be tough. And the prices could be a bit heavy, but we're still okay here. So, and we find ways now. Is it travel problems? Is it fuel and travel problems? Is that where the huge disappointments and disruptions are? There's a safety concern because the Knight of Pentacles is the safety knight. Goals, money, government, rules, restrictions, changes, costs, cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. All right, so travel will be disrupted. Okay, so wonder why that lighting keeps changing. Okay, so travel will be disrupted because of government problems. Hopefully September is better. One of you asked me about international travel. Europe. NAS asked me. And I've read for a lot of people that have international travel scheduled for this summer. So let's take a look at that. Will international travel be okay, or will there be disruptions with international travel from now through the end of summer, through the end of August? Plan B. Some people won't go. Some people will take a chance. Some people will abandon their reservations. Reunions, some fear, some caution, some problems, and then they get it worked out. So I do feel that there are some days or parts of the summer that are particularly tough, where people are afraid and it doesn't look so great, and then it looks like but later they're able to work out the kinks. But I do think it's going to be just disrupted, and some people will get through. This is like a 50-50 for me. Some people will be able to follow through with their 50%. People will be able to follow through with their plans, and 50% won't. The way things are going, we could go over there and they could deport us. I'm just kidding. Gosh, we have to laugh. Can't stand it. All right, now, Rick Levine, my favorite astrologer. And he's just as nice in person as he seems. Okay. He said there's going to be tower days tomorrow. And then other astrologers said that Scorpio full moon, those damn Scorpios. Especially those Scorpios that have stellums in Scorpio. All right. Do we have some earth-shattering events coming up here, tower event coming up here tomorrow and the next couple of days? My oldest son is turning 43. That's enough. That's earth-shattering. All right, power plays. The Neanderthal, knuckle-dragging caveman. Power plays. Attacks. Aggression. Aggression against others, getting in someone's face, doing something to promote aggression from someone, to gaslight out of sheer stupidity. Okay, there's our Temperance card that flew out when we were talking about that. And that means that someone is unbalanced. When the Temperance card comes up in any reading, it means we need to seek balance. Not that the situation is balanced. We need to seek to bring it into balance. Because if you have a stupid orange leader, you're out of balance. And you're bound to make decisions that you regret. And there could be loss. There could be loss of the war, loss of opportunity, loss of the Strait of Hormuz, loss of, or just, just more ridiculous, okay, in defense. So this could be, if we take this literally for ourselves and our local issues, this could be aggressive drivers. So it can be from that. You could encounter an aggressive driver. You may feel particularly passionate about a situation you're in, or the way you feel about something, and this is a challenge. So maybe it doesn't mean that you're wrong, but maybe perhaps your timing or your approach isn't good, and you might want to, I call this the go to the movie card. Sometimes you need to go to the movies for 2 hours before you make a decision or offer to help someone or give somebody a piece of your mind. Because we're feeling like, what in the cornbread hell was that? Now, this, I believe there's some sort of ATTACK here of some sort. Because look at this. We feel like we have to stand our ground. We feel defensive. We're touchy. We won't let anyone hug us. We're mad. We're mad at the murder hornets. We're worried. We're anxious. We say prayers. And once again, Russia is instigating something. Okay. Now, we're going to be, it's good because we're going to be okay. But there are anxious moments and there's some upsetting things here. Okay. So we just have to we have to pray, and we have to pray and say positive affirmations. and go outside and get some fresh air before we act or react. So we don't want to have a knee-jerk reaction to something. And remember, when this card comes up, when we're worried or anxious about something, the roses on the blanket and the astrological glyphs means your worst fears are not going to suddenly materialize. So there's, things are not going to be as bad as you think. Okay. So I have so many questions to get to, and we're already. I just want to see. My guides and angels keep telling me to tell you to watch what Putin does, watch what Russia does. Every next step. So is Putin doing something horrible? That last reading I did, there's a very, very, very bad, malefic, dangerous person that is trying to harm our country. So, and I think it's him. So, is Putin going to do something to upset or hurt the United States in the next 7 days? I was going to say undermine, but he already has undermined. He met with Iran. I don't know what he thinks he can give to Iran. It's behind the scenes. It is not apparent. I mean, the last reading, I kept getting 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Please see the last reading if you can. It's time-stamped. So you can go just to the items that you want to look at. But now we got 5 of Swords, and now we're getting the 7 of Swords, which is, these are just really bad cards. Okay. This can be something that affects the internet. Something that's done through the internet. Here's a disruption. And a fight, a problem, aggression, sacrifice, delay, something stops. Yes. So the answer is yes. So, the answer is yes. Okay. Something comes to a standstill. And that could have to do with that Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Will Putin stay in power? In the near future, is Putin staying in power? Does he manage to stay in power even though his people are hurting? Does Putin stay in power? He has big problems. People do fear him, though. He is the star. People are upset. They're upset. They've been praying for him to go out. The financial situation is a big problem. No, he has to leave. He will leave. This is good news. But like every cornered snake, there's a bite. There's the bite. Shipping merchants. He didn't plan for the economic fallout. And I also feel that there's a female around him or in the family. There could be a female that rises up in Russia. I know a lot of you guys got a female in Iran rising to the forefront. Okay, so I don't think he stays in power. He underestimated the power of someone and the financial fallout. Okay, and Ukraine. All right. So let me just ask one more thing. Yeah, so it's defense. We have to be on defense. What does Putin do to the United States? Guides and angels, can I please have guardian angel? I'm asking for the most benevolent outcome for understanding what does Putin do to the United States? I think he just tries just financial. Something comes to a standstill, a financial cutoff. It could even be from a former ally of ours, someone that we did business with. It's financial. There he is. It could have to do with our escapes and our travel. Thing. Oh. I'm going to put this bell on his head. Finances, goals, products, medicine, things that we need. This is going to affect even mothers and littles' medicines. Don't we get that? Don't we get most of those, a lot of those from China? How could he's taking them, stealing, diverting? Something is really, you talk about malefic. And remember, when the Queen of Swords, who's a total badass, when she's upright, she's a no-nonsense kind of gal, and you want her for your best friend because she'll do anything for you. And she'll tell you a joke to keep you from crying. But on her side, she will cut your brakes and watch you go off the cliff. You don't want to mess with her boyfriend. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Woo. All right. No good. Malefic. No. Total. Just, I don't even, they might not, with this administration, they'll probably just blame it on something or someone else because they don't want to admit that Putin is responsible. Because that would make them, the Putin bootlickers, look bad. All right, I'm over it. All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to get what we need because the angels will bring it to us and the universe supports us, not them. So there. All right. Now, recently, our guides and angels have shown us that there would be 2 or 3 major Republicans. We already have Massey and Tom Tillis. But 2 or 3 Republicans in Congress who would grow a set of balls and stand up to Trump this year. So Tom Tillis, Virgo, 65, senator from North Carolina, has shown his strength in refusing to endorse, in fact, single-handedly blocked Trump's new Fed chair nominee, Warsh, as long as he said he's not going to vote him in until the DOJ stops the investigation into our current Fed chair, Jerome Powell. Now, Janine Pirro says, oh yeah, we're going to drop the investigation, but the IG can continue, and Trump says, in fact, no. So We got Tom Tillis and Thomas Mess. Do we get a third Tom? John Thune's keeping his head on him. Has some sensible answers. Sensible? Okay. Is there another? Now, will this catch on? Because they're seeing that Tillis, he actually beat Trump with this. Because Trump has to cave to get that guy in. Will another big GOP Republican senator, congressperson stand up to help us out of a jam? Stay on the ground? Because so far we're getting there. They were right. Our guides and angels were right about that. Okay, so many of them are just, they don't have their God voice intact. They don't have a good spiritual connection. They never feel like they ever have enough, and they have to just keep hoarding or just hold on to the money that they have and hold on to their seat. There are the two that are out there. And this to me means somebody is wavering. Somebody's emotions are, this week I feel like I'll stand up for this. And then the next week they're still on the fence. But they realize this is good that this is the challenge, because upright, a situation is tenable, because you can juggle your finances or juggle your emotions or juggle the situations for a period of time. You can rob Peter to pay Paul. You can move this over there. But when it's on its side, something becomes untenable and the balancing stops and the balls drop. So the emotional chaos ensues due to Russia's influence. This could be so many things. All right, here he is. And he's arrogant. I love it. It's the arrogant King of Swords, which means not always, but he could be Aquarian. He could be Libra. Gemini. And Uranus just went into Gemini. Well, your Uranus is in the chair. I need some sleep and some food. At least I'm not stuttering, not yet. Okay, there's a lot of fear, and there's been a previous false sense of responsibility to the devil. But there are people who are mad, and they've approached him, and they said, you better stand up or you're out. Now, that's somebody that just took a beating at a town hall, or someone that just got or this is coming up, and they realize they have to do something. Now, here it is. And he brings a certain situation to light. Okay. And he may feel that he's going to lose his job anyway. Easy. Then it becomes easy, right? So, or, it's not funny. He could have received a bad medical diagnosis. And so, like John McCain did, he could throw his vote in a very important situation. Remember how John McCain did that for the Affordable Care Act? So I'm going, that's going to be my guess. So watch for someone to say that they've got a bad medical diagnosis or they've been told there's no way you're going to be able to recover from this politically. You cannot win the next race. You're not going to win in midterms. You might as well just do the right thing for once in your life. And that's what happens. Okay. Or something bad. Or because of the medical, could be issues or treatments for Man, I don't even want to go there, but I feel like there's something to that. All right. Pamela commented on the last video I did. She wouldn't be surprised if Roger Stone was involved in that planned intruder at the White House Correspondents' dinner. Is Roger Stone involved in that? Was he involved? Because they all told Viktor Orban he should stage a fake attempt to save himself. People would have pity on him to save himself. And then they also tried to talk him into a false flag, saying that the president of Serbia said he found explosives by that pipeline that goes from Russia to the other countries or in the Balkans. And that Ukraine was going to do something. And our vice president, it pains me to say that, but Rubio and Vance or whatever his last name's, this is a yes to me before you even look at this. They're all going over there, cavorting with him, partying with him, promoting him, and his ship went down. But these were all things that were suggested. So why wouldn't Trump try that? Why not? And Roger Stone, he's dumb. Does Roger Stone have something to do with the planned problem person that entered the White House, that interrupted the White House Correspondents' dinner? Emperor fell out. To me, that's a yes. Yeah. There it is. There's a false knight, false flag, false problem. Here's an offer. Hey, let's do this. Let's speculate on this. Anyone that believes that was real is just ridiculous. No one in Secret Service could hit their mark. All right, so I'm going to say yes. Planning together. Could have been Bannon, Stone, could have been the old boys club from the war room. Yeah, all in the family. Yeah, secrets. Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right. All right. All right, Maddie asks, what will the USA look like both politically and economically in 6 months? All right, let's look politically. We will have had to have solved issues. How will the United States, thank you for your question, Maddie, how will the United States look politically in 6 months, guides and angels? Well, I can't understand why that lighting is changing. We're still afeared. We're still freaked out. Some people do not, when Christmas comes around, they're not going to invite us to do reindeer games. They're just not. Fighting. Here's someone will take a chance on us. Here we're coming back into play. We're trying to bring stability back, security back, standing. We know we have to fix everything, so we all band together the way we do, and we make it work. So this is really great news. Okay. It's really great news. Okay. About time. All right, what's on this next page? The Bayer and the Monsanto glyphosate. Wow, the Maha people are mad. They are so angry. RFK said he would get that stopped with the farmers, the poison spraying, Roundup. All right. Bayer, aka Monsanto, glyphosate. They're trying to get the Supreme Court to get protection from being sued. And they can just continue to put their poison in the food. Did you know that the thing that is most often sprayed with that has it, that penetrates, is corn and corn products, so corn chips, anything that corn's in. I'm not telling you what to do, but let's make wise choices. Will they be successful? Will the Bayer Company, Monsanto, glyphosate, Roundup people, will they be successful with the Supreme Court? RFK threw all those MAGA Maha people under the bus. They're protesting, along with Democrats and independents. The movements are growing. All right, let's see. I'm going to take this as the moms. And there's that defiant, malefic force that just doesn't care about the moms, the littles, other people that get cancer, just doesn't care. They don't care. But I like it that this is on its side. Here's the decision. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to go on their shadow docket. I don't like that right there. Somebody in that court could get paid. Here's ethics, appeals. This may be moved to another date, or they may decide to bump it down to a lower court. I don't know why my sinuses are bothering me. I'm having a heck of a time. My guess is they have a win of some sort. And then people get so mad, it gets overturned somehow. Will the Bayer Company, with their poison, will they win? Yes or no? Ultimately, will they be seen as the winner in being able to use Roundup with all the farmers? It's all about the money. They don't care if people die. They might be told they have to change their practice or change the product. In some ways, they will be seen as the winner. Yeah. And they may be protected so that they only have to pay half of a fee or half of a lawsuit, or they can avoid a lawsuit. So they get some sort of a win there. And then I think it'll be brought back up. Okay. The future for RFK. Did hear that Maureen Comey is going to be able to move forward with her lawsuit against Trump administration. This is about RFK. because I think he's getting axed. I just think he's leaving. I want to ask about Trump's health. I want to see if we're still getting bad cards there. But first, this is for RFK Jr. His future, please. Okay, base plant. Next question. I'm not going to do a whole spread on him. He's not worth it. All right. Okay, Good Karma asks, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, he drew a new congressional map. Florida voters didn't get a say-so. It would give the GOP 4 seats. We're supposed to be able to vote on that. Will he be successful and getting those 4 extra seats to the GOP? That's what he met Trump and Doral to discuss. Trump probably gave him a boatload of money. All right, legal challenge, delay, plan B. He tried. Being paid a lot of money. It's a power play to appease someone else, the Orange Emperor. Maybe they will give it up to a vote. There's still some sort of decision that has to be made. Big problem with that. I think maybe we should come back to that. I've been getting bad cards on Macron. I'm going to have to save some of these for Friday. James Comey is being indicted again for the sand thing. Can you believe it? Fuel shortage, international travel. I did that. I don't think the ballroom is a success. Justice John Roberts never disclosed. So XOXO asked, Justice John Roberts never disclosed $20 million his wife made. Will he be in league? Will he face legal troubles? Will he face legal troubles for this? Justice John Roberts. He got away with it. Man. Last video, 5 swords. If you didn't see that, that's really incredible. So if you go back and watch that, let me know what you feel about that. Let me know who you think that malefic bad person is if you don't think it's Putin. He gets away with it. He gets away with it. Doesn't matter. That's nothing. All right. So what else can you tell me about the Tower Days? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so very much. If you just joined us and you want to be in the last tarot class for 2026, email, it starts Wednesday, June 10th. Email me, thewayofpositivechange@gmail, thewayofpositivechange@gmail. You have to email me. It's not on the website. I'll send you all the registration fee amounts, what's involved, all the registration 411. Victory. What happens in the near future because of these Tower Days? Defense, loss, betrayal. A well-known brunette person from a fine established business or position in life becomes a star. She brings hope after we've gone through something difficult. Somebody makes something very difficult for us. And this could be that Avril Haines or Fiona what is her name? Fiona, the famous Russian lady that knows Putin like the back of her hand. Anyway, follow the queens. We'll be okay. But there's some dastardly deeds there. All right, Trump's health. Is he going down? Anytime soon. Trump's health. Said I wasn't going to go over an hour. It might help my video. Maybe I can do it Friday. Trump's health. He's on a downward slide. It's already started. The decline has started and it cannot be turned around. Yeah, because his addictions just keep going, and they can only give him so much of the medicinal cocktail that you would call it to rev you up. And then he just wants to continue to do the sniffy things and other things, and he thinks more is better, so he takes too much of this and too much of that, and he's unbalanced. And he had to be in bed. Like, I think he had to be in bed just here recently a lot more than normal, and he's stuck. Blindfolds. He won't change. He won't do anything. People are afraid to tell him the truth. They're afraid to upset the apple cart. You know, they don't want to get ketchup all over themselves from him. So he doesn't do good. He does not good. No, he's this continuous steady decline has already begun. So, you know, it is your birthday present. If you're going to eat cake, at least eat carrot cake or pineapple upside down so you get some fruits or veggies. Oh my goodness. All right. You know, they're trying to help him. They are trying to help him. I think he has to pass a lot of the duties off to someone else. He may have a female helper that's trying to be kind and help him. But the change is happening. He can't, this is stronger than that. The change and the devil, the habits, the change is happening. Okay. So, and this may be saying the angels are giving us what we want or what our country needs. Okay. All right. Macron does not have good cards. J.D. Vance had the worst cards I've ever seen. Putin's leaving. Something's happening with him, but he's going to bite before he leaves. It's going to be bad. King Charles, well, he's got a successor, so that's okay. Let's do a reading for you and I. We're all light workers. We're all psychic. I want to remind everybody, if you want to increase your psychic abilities, remember to doodle and color with your non-dominant hand, because that helps strengthen that other part of your brain, the creative side of your brain, and your spidey psychic senses. And listen to crystal sound bowl healings while you're doing it. Really raises your awareness, helps you heal. All right, for you and me. Someone corrected me, and I keep trying to remember that. Stay out of the drama. Don't fight. Don't react. No knee-jerk reactions. Remember what we saw. Listen, stay out of the drama. You know who the drama queens are in your family, and you know who gaslights, and you know who stokes the fire and tries to draw you into their drama so that you're center of it. And then when the police come, you're in trouble. You know, that's just the extreme. But please just get up on your, like Pam Gregory says, up on your eagle's perch. I call it your pedestal of peace. You know, just color Have picnics outside. Make wise choices with your finances. Don't buy fad things. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, I was teaching class, the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't waste her money on fad things. Like she doesn't buy bell-bottom yoga pants. She doesn't buy a certain kind of purse because it's got a name on it. She just does classic clothes. You know, she's got the little black dress, the beautiful white shirts, collars, long sleeve, you know, the regular jacket, and just classic, timeless furniture in her home, timeless designs. You know, your jeans are your jeans. You don't need wide legs or boot cut or just regular jeans, you know. So spend your money wisely. Be and emulate and embody the qualities and the smartness of the Queen of Pentacles. Then you have more money. You can put your money to better use. Okay. Power struggles, power struggles, power struggles. Fights, attacks, bad stuff. Possibly a repeat of what happened in the correspondence dinner, because we got those two cards where things go kaflooey and people are mad. They're impassioned. And some of these things will be fixed or a shell game, or appear to come from one place but actually originate in another place. It can be a false flag that could lead to a military issue, because Putin still has to bite before he exits. Oh my God. It's not good, you guys. It's not good. 5 of Swords in the last video, almost every spread I did. 7 of Swords in this video, and almost every spread I did. And the Malefic King of Swords and the Malefic Queen of Swords is just ready to cut somebody's brakes because she's not getting her way with all these negative cards. It's malefic deeds by others. So you got to cut yourself out of the drama, and it's very important that we say our prayers. We ask any and all living beings to aid, assist, and help provide protection and level-headedness and courage for other people in charge. And we give thanks in advance. Keep sending those out. Ask for archangel interventions, right? And you stay out of the drama. You cut yourself out of the drama, because there could be a bad acting person in this, and you get involved, you could suffer the repercussions. So normally I tell people, you know, get involved with everybody and love your neighbor and go do this with everybody. Maybe not so much in the next couple of days. We need to do some puzzles with your best friend or something, or some drama-free person or normal drama-free situation, okay? I'm just saying. Three of Swords. Somebody got in cahoots with somebody, and somebody gets betrayed, and it isn't good. And I think it's Trump, and I think it's Putin. All right, hold on to your seats. Much love to you. If you'd like me, if you want to be in the class with me, email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com to begin the tarot class. Wednesday, June 10th. We have lots of spaces available. All right. It's about half full. Okay. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Square Peg, Lisa Foster, Rose, all of you guys. Much love to you. Take it easy. Don't be around the drama queens or gaslighters. Don't do it. Don't do it.